Leyla Qasim was born on December 3rd, 1952 in Khanaqin, a city located in Iraqi-occupied Kurdistan. Although it lies outside the official borders of the Kurdistan region, the city is historically Kurdish, has a Kurdish majority today, and remains one of the so-called disputed areas in the Iraqi constitution. Leyla grew up in a modest Kurdish Feyli family as one of 5 siblings. Her parents was deeply connected into the cultural heritage, and Leyla was raised in an environment where solidarity and pride in Kurdish identity were core values. From a young age, she was known for being bright and curious. And when Leyla was still a child, her family moved to Hawler, officially known as Erbil, the capital of Iraqi Kurdistan. Although she grew up in a Kurdish environment in Hawler, in 1971, Leyla Qasim moved to Baghdad to study sociology at Baghdad University. For a Kurdish woman at that time, pursuing higher education in the Iraqi capital was a remarkable achievement. It also exposed her to wider world of political ideas, movement and debates. Although Saddam Hussein was still vice president and not yet in full control, Leyla Qasim was deeply disturbed by the political climate emerging as his influence grew. She reportedly wrote about the dangers of the Ba'ath Party and in particular the threat posed by Saddam Hussein himself. These early warnings were among the first in Iraq to describe Saddam Hussein's true nature, long before most Kurds dared to speak out against the rising dictator. In her writings, Saddam was portrayed as an enemy of Kurdish independence. Leyla Qasim was directly involved in meetings with influential figures in Kurdish regions of Iraq, and despite being fully aware of the risks, Leyla continued her resistance against the Ba'ath regime and joined the Kurdistan Democratic Party (KDP) in 1970. With her strong beliefs in equality and patriotism, she became one of the first female voices in the Kurdish resistance against Iraqi occupation. In 1974, Leyla and several activist friends were arrested by Ba'athist forces and taken to prison. She was officially accused of attempting to hijack a plane, an obvious fabricated charge. She spent weeks being tortured as the regime tried to extract information from her. Her subsequent execution, however, shows that she revealed nothing. At the time, Kurdistan had big problems with jashes or collaborator, and I'll post the documentary we've made about these kind of people in the description box below, so be sure that you don't miss that out. See, the collaborator, the jashes who cooperated with the Iraqi regime, were often rewarded and released to gather more information. Leyla Qasim, however, refused to betray anyone. In addition to the false hijacking charge, she was eventually also accused of plotting to assassinate Saddam Hussein. According to reports during her trial, she declared, "Kill me, but know that after my death, another thousands of Kurds will rise." On May 12, 1974, she was executed by hanging. It is said that Saddam Hussein was present himself to watch the execution together with his oldest son, Uday Hussein, who was only 10 years old at the time. Leyla Qasim's friends were also forced to witness her death as a scare tactics meant to break their resistance. She was only 22 years old when she was killed and became the first woman to be executed by the Ba'athist regime. The regime intended to terrify the Kurdish population, but instead Leyla Qasim became a legend and a martyr, inspiring countless and countless of people to continue her cause and keep fighting for Kurdistan.